Hello fellow YouTubers, Bear Prepper here. Today we're going to be canning chicken again. Yes, I'm out of chicken. I think I have maybe 6 quart jars of the whole chicken left, but all the shredded chicken is gone, and a lot of you are asking me how to do the cube chicken so that it stayed in cubes, so I'm going to show that today. Also, with the broth, I'm going to be making chicken pocket bouillon because we have beef, but we don't have any chicken. So what I have here is probably about, I don't know, about 15 pounds of chicken. I still have a whole mess of chicken left sitting up there. And what I did was I did thighs and breasts, and it is boneless because it's a day off and I don't want to waste it all canning. So all I have is my chicken and my water in here, and I'm going to add to that some I believe this is, it's not, is it coriander? Coriander, basil, bay leaves, about, I don't know, a couple teaspoons of each and about 8 bay leaves. And then I have paprika, celery salt, and something else. Paprika, celery salt, and thyme, I think. Just whatever spices you use in your chicken soup. Then I also have roughly chopped carrots, onions, some sage from the garden, and some basil from the garden, and I'm just going to toss that in there. So this is going to be my shredded chicken. I'm probably not actually going to shred it much because it shreds so nice when it comes out of the jars, but it'll get me going. And the reason I put paprika in it is because I really don't like that washed out color that you get from your broth. And I love the flavor of paprika. The smoked paprika or the Hungarian paprika are the best as far as I'm concerned. So we're going to let that come to a boil, and then we're going to simmer it for probably 3 or 4 hours. In the meantime, we're going to take this chicken here, and we are going to cube it. And then I've got my frying pan ready over here with olive oil in it. Okay, and I also forgot, you need to put some garlic in it. Reserve some of your garlic out for your jars of cubed chicken because that tastes really good in there. Alright, when you're cutting up your chicken into cubes, you're going to have a lot of fat ends. And so, like that, that's why I like to do shredded chicken at the same time. Just toss them in. No waste. Okay, when you're doing cube chicken, you're just going to lightly cook the outside. You are not going to brown it, and you're not going to cook it through. If you cook it through, you got to add water, and we're not adding water. We're going to can it as if it is raw. So we want to keep that as raw as possible inside. And you're just going to keep browning it, and then we'll fill it all in the jars. Once you've cubed all your meat, you want to put it in the jar and fill it to within 1 inch of the top. And then you're going to wipe off the top of your rims. And then we have our hot lids here. Now, you're not going to add any water or any juice or broth or anything. This is raw meat. And so you're just going to close it up. And because it's raw meat, you don't have to worry about the temperature of everything. The temperature can be room temperature. And now we're going to go ahead and process them in our pressure canner for, since these are pints, 75 minutes at 10 pounds of pressure. And then we'll be done. In the meantime, the chicken is still cooking over there. My son is home. Here's a football in the background. Alright, so I got Big Bertha out here for the final chicken. It is 2 of the cubed and the rest of the shredded. I have 2 Deckers filled, so I think that's what, 16 pints. And I've got the 2 cubed, since it's raw, on the top shelf so that it will slowly warm up because everything else is hot. In the pot, I'm still cooking down with the vegetables in it. Sorry about the noise. But I'm still cooking down with the vegetables in it. When it gets down about halfway, I will remove the vegetables, run it through my flour sack cloth, and get it nice and clean, and then continue to cook it down. And here is my chicken. It was raw pack. Look how much juice is in there. That's one of the reasons why I like to do raw pack and see it's still bubbling, because you get all the wonderful juices from inside the chicken in the jar. And so it's a really nice way to do cubes. And you'll notice the cubes still have their shape. And yes, there is some of the, you know how the juices get to be that kind of white foam. That always settles to the bottom. Some have more than others because some have more dark meat than white meat. And you know dark meat has more juice than white meat. So I have 8 here. I started with 35 pounds of chicken. I froze 5 pounds into 2 dinner meals. I cubed 12.5 pounds, which gave me 10 jars. And then I shredded the rest. So there you go. That's how you make cubed chicken. Blessings.